Good evening, folks. Good evening. Good evening.
Set it clear, we have to make it for this year. Them a fight but we don't care. Set it clear, we have to make it for this year. Them a fight but we don't care. Cash flow, the only way to go. Spend your own money, make the whole world know. No. Cash flow, the only way to go. Spend your own money, make the whole world know. Every youth will drive a car, every youth will have a house, every youth will be a star. From them down the resource, seed from afar, them a bring evil force. Can't be told the youth them off the coast. Come and tell big man about them recession. Left the poor people in our depression.
It's not the cigarette that the boy right now. I represent for Get with the Fix. Michelleg, big up yourself.
Cash flow, the only way to go. Spend your own money, make the whole world know. Cash flow, the only way to go. Spend your own money, make the whole world know.
Good evening.
Let's do this. Yo.
You're not scared enough, that's fair enough. You turn me on and turn me up. I'm burning up, I'll burn you up. Hot like a fire, searing up. This kind of girl is mysterious. The more she gets serious. She's flaming up, she's staring up. She better share me up.
She says she love it, she like it. And me swagger, it commodore. Should have seen the position when me a bar, me an army. She said now betting up round here. So me grab up and now like a beer. Grab out the ear, sit up on the chair. She get yo and no care. Well, when she see the constrictor crawl out. Now she scream and she beg and she ball out. And hear about them here when she call out. Every strand of the ear a fall out. She get
fresh like a million bucks, yo.
Hello, people.
White tees and Adidas. And the girl them a see me and say Jesus. Bobby socks white like me live up at the cleaners. So me swing from Shockwave to Divas in a me white tees and Adidas. And the girl them a see me and say Jesus. Bobby socks white like me live up at the cleaners. I and ya endorse all the divas. In a the V-neck one go link Gucci. And me not sell me soul for no Gucci. In a the round neck one that a big club blacker. Who the girl them a keep a chat. In a me and me a best me water.
Michelleg, and Get with the Fix Radio.
Everywhere when me have you see. Me simplicity. In a me white tees and Adidas. And the girl them a see me and say Jesus. Bobby socks white like me over the roof. She a wine for me. Back it up, make me see. Yeah, go over for me, girl. To the cool and deadly.
Hey, wine to the baseline, wine to the beat. Wine for your bed, girl, wine for the G. Yeah, inna your bed you make your man can't sleep. Girl, you know your wine unique.
The girl, up inna the nickel, then you wine from your heart. Women know you not cheap like curtain.
You see me shower ya.
You
can't chat to me for a Wednesday. Cause I just Michelleg alone me want here for a Wednesday. Get set with the Fix. So, radio.
Girl,
wine.
Wine up your body like you're not bed. Then you wine from the edge like you want a bed. Your belly not jump.
You see Michelleg?
You know,
she no nurse, she no pet, she no drip, she no soda, she no powder. You better know, go ask your mother. Or she will scold you if you don't know that Michelleg runs.
Then you wine from the edge like you want a bed. Your belly not jump like no water bed. You know fool. You know have water in. She lift it up, she turn it round and then she chat with me. Make your boss and that could have walked into your candy.
I'ma take your man completely. Come in a share, girl, man, me take with that. So if I want him, girl, you not get him back. No run down first place, me own the man. Me take your man so easy. Come in a share, girl, man, me take with that. Now if I fight over, man, me control that. Any man know me can't get that. Me take your man so easy.
My girl.
Stop call off my phone about your man. From him they are my yard, him no longer your man. Somehow no man ambition, expiration time they go off a demand that call me, the man want me, and me like him now wear no ring, I tone for ya, girl now fight over, man now fi chat me body done I do the talking, share girl man me take with that, so if I want him, girl you not get him back, no run down first place, me own the man, me take your man so easy, tell me a share girl man me take with that, now fi fight over, man me control that, any man no want me can't get that. Me take your man so easy.
Get with the Fix, Michelleg. Good evening, people. I'm in the building. doing?
This are the South Sudan voices, brought to you by Ruka Music. Oh na na na, abuma buma yeah.
Mashakil ketir fi dunia de anagi kore selile rabuna aula tena kulumendo baba
wabana tena waduru mama
abutomon mutu jadomon fikaba kulio umon kikorele le asan kankali abutomon
I am in the building. I promise you guys I was not starting the show like that today, but it is so much going on in the world that I just needed a little upbeat in the beginning. As you can see now, I'm rocking some African music. Y'all know why?
Bialde Aulade Rabba Bigatakian.
You ready for it? Dynamq, comment on this up.
This song is a special dedication to one of the men that really opened up the doors for all of us entertainers. Put your hands together for General Paulino! And I just want to say, without him, there will not be Dynamq. So,
Dynamq, you gotta add me to the live. You gotta add me.
are you ready?
Rich Kid Sound, Shaka on the beat, yo. Ruka Music, Crocodile, Sudanese Child, Franco, Loconyo, LB with the hit, yo. Check, check. Abuma Buma Welcome to South Sudan, where you see a lot of faces. A lot of faces hailing from a lot of places. A lot of places representing lot of races. Junubia, the name of my people. My people, we say good over evil. From those lovely mountains up in Imaton. Make your way, don't stop and make it down to Yambio. Meridi, Kajo.
Hello, King. How are you?
I'm all right. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I can hear you well. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not much. I'm here. I am so glad that you're actually on my live. This is a pleasure for me.
I'm on respect. Big up Mr. Pepper in the house.
Hello,
Big
Mr.
up
Pepper.
Yeah.
So on the Instagram live, on Get With The Fix Radio, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric Radio, we have the one and only Dynamq.
Big up.
Big up. So I was just playing some of, your music. For those that don't know, you're an artist, you're a songman, you're an actor, you're a business owner, world champion. I could go on and on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
So you do all of these things, right? And I'm one of those people that do a lot of things too. When do you find the time? Like, how do you find the time to do all of this stuff?
I don't even know, I just, whatever is on my plate, I just make sure I knock it out because I know there's a lot more coming up. And then also I live with this motto of you only get a chance, you only get one life to live. So I try to do as much as I can because tomorrow is not promised,
Definitely. Now, when I posted your flyer initially, I call you the African Clash God.
Yeah.
But you are known as the Nile crocodile, right?
Yeah.
And when I looked that up, right, it says that the Nile crocodile is one of the rarest, biggest, largest crocodiles in Africa, right?
Yeah.
Is that why you have that name, or who gave you that name?
Well, Bounty Killer gave me that name.
Oh, okay.
But it's something that represents my my hunger for this thing, and it's I've been trying for so many years, and a lot of people just never gave me a chance, but I just kept going and going. A crocodile is always hungry.
Yeah.
And And a crocodile, when it's out there to hunt, it's really going out there to hunt.
Some gonna get eaten, right? Some gonna
yeah,
get eaten.
and I didn't let nobody or nobody's opinion stop me from pursuing what I wanted to do, and I'm glad I'm here now.
Nice, definitely. Now you are, and I'm sure you're African, right? And this is a whole Jamaican culture
Yeah,
of music. I'm sure you've been called many things: culture vulture, chin, Irish and chin, whatever. All of these things, right?
yeah.
When people say those things about you, like, what does that make you feel?
Nothing. I don't, I have selective hearing.
Ah,
You know, because most of that stuff comes out of
anger.
hatred, anger, and whatnot, and I don't pay attention to that. I, 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 I'm a student of this, and
Okay.
I'm not here because somebody gave me everything on the plate. I worked for this.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Now you are Sudanese.
South Sudanese.
South Sudanese. And
Yeah.
when I do my interviews, I do a lot of research. I don't just come here and just do interview, right? And I read a lot of things about you, where it says that you actually was part of a refugee camp, like you grew up as a refugee. Due to the
Yeah.
war, you had to escape from Sudan and those types of things. Um,
Yeah.
how does that shape you as a man?
I mean, it makes me stronger.
Okay.
And it just shows me that God is real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once you put your mind through anything, you can go through it.
Yeah.
Can you just give me 1 second, please?
Sure. Yeah, with the fix, Michelle G. We are speaking live with Dynamq. He is one. I call him the African Clash God because that's just how I see him. Just because there's not a lot of Africans who are in this culture. And
Yeah.
Dynamq is one of the guys that has bridged Africa with the Caribbean culture. Whether people want to believe it, like it, or whatever, that's what you've done. Has anyone ever said that to you?
I hear that every day, but I feel like the connection has always been there. At the end of the day, as long as you're black anywhere in the world, you're African.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just I wanted to make sure that I remind a lot of people who forgot that we are Africans at the end of the day, and we all come from one bloodline. It's just some of us we're misplaced somewhere, displaced all over the world. At the end of the day, Africa is home, and I do pray that one day we all come to realization that we all come from the same womb, which is Africa.
Yeah, definitely. So now let me get to know a little bit about you because I want to know for myself, how did you get into this clashing? How did you get into this culture, this Jamaican culture of clashing?
Man, it's you might need like 3 more days of this interview, but I mean, it's always been there. My first love has always been African music.
Okay.
I grew up music from Congo and from East Africa, and then now reggae music always had that healing and always made me felt a sense of belonging. And listening to we have a lot of great reggae artists from Africa as well. The great late Lucky Dube is Alpha Blondie, a living legend. Magic Fashak, all those reggae artists that I also listen to. Also Jamaican reggae artists who played a very, very big role from the early lines of like Charlie Chaplin, Coco, Sanchez, definitely Joseph Hill, Burning Spear. All those played a big role. Don Carlos, now to the new sounds of Taurus Riley and all Wayne Stevenson, Wayne Wonder. All of them played a role, and I always made sure that I studied this game, and I'm still studying every day, learning this new artists and learning the sound of dancehall reggae music.
Definitely. Now you mentioned new artists. Like, how do you find that you have to study a little longer the new music than you've had to back in the days when those music were like bam, bam, bam? Do you find you have to study longer now?
You think back in the day music was a lot?
I think so. It's easier. It's just easier to catch. Now these young folks have all kinds of different lyrics that you got to understand what they're saying.
Back in the day, I think there was a musical competition that was fun.
Okay.
When a producer released a rhythm,
Mhm.
if it was like 7 songs, 5 songs you had to play them.
Yeah.
Like from Joyride, you gotta play at least five
5.
songs. From Showtime, like every song had a hit. It
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, I don't know. It's kind of tough, but I don't think there's a lot of unity nowadays
Mm.
in the music industry.
Mm.
Back in the day, everybody had their own crew, yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
there was of competition. And what I used to like is when one rhythm would play and different artists would jump on and just do their song, and
Yeah.
everybody will get there forward.
Mhm.
I hope we all get back to all that, because even the new artists, it's their time.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got their,
Yeah.
because to me, music is expressing yourself,
Right.
and more expressing how they feel. Let them feel free to do that. But I also felt like you have to respect the foundation at the end of the day,
Definitely.
always.
Definitely, definitely. Now, being African and being Caribbean, our parents are always education, 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 right? When you decided to go this route, what was the conversation like with your family about this?
It's still education till today. But education is not. You can't only get education in school. You get
Ah,
education over the world. Like
definitely.
I just learned a lot about Montserrat. I went to Montserrat for the
Oh,
first time
nice.
2 weeks ago, and
Nice.
one of the reasons I appreciate what's happening to me is the fact that I get to travel all over the world
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
meet different
Yeah.
peoples from all over.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Antigua, Montserrat, and all these places. Jamaica is like home away
Home,
from me.
right? Yeah.
I want to go to Trinidad, Barbados, all these places. But education is a must, and we can learn from each other. I want to learn from the Africans in the diaspora, which is the Caribbeans and African Americans and the Canadians, and I also would love for them to come home and learn from us as well, and stop reading all these books that's written by people, and
Yeah.
go home and
Yeah.
learn from the
Yeah.
source. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Montserrat. I used to live in Antigua, actually.
yeah,
Yeah, I lived there for like 5 years, and you could literally see Montserrat from
I love
the
it. I love
sea.
it. I love it.
Definitely. Now let's talk about Antigua, right? Because you recently had a clash there, and
Yeah,
I'm one of the girls that there's not a lot of women who love clashes, but I'm one of those girls. Like I love this what you guys do.
yeah.
And I saw a lot of talk around, oh, you got killed in Antigua, you wasn't
Mm.
prepared, da 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 da, all of these things. How do you take those information that's going around and not even respond? Because I don't see you responding on anything. How do you handle all of that criticism?
Because I know what I can do.
Okay.
And there's no sound in this world that hasn't lost a clash.
Mm.
It's you always gotta understand. People always look for your reaction. The moment you don't give
Yeah.
them reaction, you're good. The night before I was in Jamaica and I played at one of the biggest dances at a big stadium. It's you know not mentioning the fact there was a lot of things going on behind the scene, but I'm
Mm.
not the one to come on the internet and talk
Right,
all this.
right, right.
You know, it's past, it's done. It's like spilled water already. You can't
Yeah.
get it.
You can't get it back. Yeah.
You gotta keep moving, and
Yeah.
and that is for them to talk about it. My job is to always make sure I prepare myself for the next project.
The next time. And speaking
Yeah.
about preparation, like what type of, like, because I know some boxers basically say that they don't participate in anything when they have a match. It's like just focused on boxing. Is that what you do when you're getting ready for a clash?
When I get ready, I go in my own zone. I turn my phone off, and I'm just concentrating on my music, and I'm thinking of things to say, and I'm studying my opponent. I've never taken any. I don't care whether you're big, small, because anybody can die in
Yeah.
clash. I've, I've seen big sounds go to a clash,
Yeah. Yeah.
literally get beat by
Yeah.
the most uncommon sound that you
Mm.
can think of. So, to me, preparing for clash, being by myself sometimes is hard,
Mm.
but also kind of good because I like working hard. I like when my mind is working,
Okay.
and and then when I go there, I just leave the rest to to my performance.
Nice, definitely nice. What is your style? What do you think your style of clashing is? Like, do you study your opponent until the end? Do you go back and look at their old clashes? What is Dynamq style?
I don't like to go back and look at the old clashes because there's a high chance that they're not gonna clash the same way.
Okay.
I always prepare myself to answer what's on the tape, what they're talking about at that moment. Because you let's say me and you clashed two weeks ago in Antigua, right?
Okay.
And then you made a speech, whatever, and then we go to New York, and I try to
use
capitalize speech you made in Antigua. People in New York like, what are you talking about?
Right, right.
So you gotta pay attention to what they're doing at that moment. Pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to the way they play, and I pay close attention to how they connect with the crowd.
Okay.
And try to pick on their weaknesses. And sometimes the weakness could be the speech. Sometimes the weakness could be the song. Sometimes the weakness could be the presentation of the song.
Okay.
You have to pay close attention to that and look at what the crowd is reacting to whenever they're playing. If the crowd is not reacting to a certain style that they're playing, you capitalize on that. You know, you can't sit back and say, oh, just because. I can guarantee you, there's songs that are played in Jamaica, and when I went to Antigua, those songs didn't work.
Okay.
You know, and could be vice versa too. So you gotta pay attention to how they play at that moment.
Yeah, I've always wondered, like, for you guys that do the clashing and the women that do the clash, like, how does your brain just do this so fast when you're on that stage?
You have to think quick. You always gotta be on your defense mode, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes that's why I have so much respect for DJs in general.
Yeah.
Even DJs on the radio like you know, you have to mind you're playing for different minds to try to put them in one.
Yeah.
You try to play a song that a lot of people can relate at the same time. So you gotta I have so much respect for DJs.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I said earlier when I came on, like, I came down here thinking I was playing something else. And then by the time I turned this on, it was like, okay, I'm going a different different route.
Because I've been to clashes whereby I plan to play a certain way, and now people want, but and that's also I prepare, but at the same time I like to freestyle too.
Nice.
You gotta have songs that I call them the instant reply.
Okay.
Songs that can bust the dance anywhere in the world. Songs that you can play, make a speech, and boom, get you forward. I call those instant songs that and that also can just be anything as long as the song can match your speech and match whatever it is you're trying to kill your opponent with.
Definitely. Now that you mentioned that, right? Like I said, I did my research on you, and there's one particular dub that you bust the whole place. The whole place just like fall apart. On the Jamrock cruise, and I wanted to play it so that folks can hear it. Hold on.
Matia, when you're talking to an African about dancehall music, don't talk to me about alkaline, bro. You know where African people rate? All who blood clot rate King Yellow Man put up on no hand. Lord of mercy. I'm gonna teach him an African language. Also. Zumbo, 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 zang. Dynamq sound of a kingdom again.
Did you know that was gonna happen? Did you know that was gonna happen?
No, it's one of those things that just came out of nowhere, and of course, to me, the way I look at it, right? People always make fun of Africans, like y'all speak like this,
right.
Clicking the whatever, but you have to take that and turn it into something that
yeah.
Because the way I look at it, most MCs, they don't do their research and they don't travel, especially to Africa. So they don't they don't really know better about Africa.
Okay.
That's why they can fix themselves and say certain things, not understanding that they are setting themselves up. And I'm the type of person, I do know my African history. I do know my Black history.
I like
so
it.
like I'm able to get back and talk about certain things and defend it, and and go about that. And I really do hope that we move beyond all of that, because there's a lot of hatred in a game that, like, because I'm still hearing till today people talking about I'm not African.
You're not Jamaican.
I think maybe they expected me to come out there with a spear and or something like
with
that.
The marks on your face and
Yeah.
yeah.
I did that also at Jamra.
I saw when you did that in New York as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like you gotta give people entertainment.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah.
You have to stay in the crowd, and you can't, just because something did not work for you in New York does not mean it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just that it didn't work. If you believe something, my sound is gonna celebrate 16 years this year, right?
Wow, nice.
And it took me over 18 years to get to where I am.
Wow.
I was voicing so many dubs, and I just was waiting for the moment, and hoping and praying. And then even like in 2018, when I went to New York, the year before that, I had quit playing sound.
Really?
I was done.
Why?
Yeah, I was done. I mean, it's just, I felt like nobody wanted to
give you a chance.
Give me a chance, and I used to call promoters. I used to call promoters.
Wow.
Hey, you have a dance? I'll come out there, pay my own. I just want an early warm.
Wow.
And seriously, this is like less than 5 years ago.
Wow.
And they would turn down. So I remember I had a clash with Jamie from Young Hawk.
Okay.
In Nigeria. Even though I lost that clash, I lost by one song, and he mentioned like, hey man, you should try US Rumble. And I was like, man, Chin ain't trying Africa. But little did I know, he called Chin when we were at a flight connection in Heathrow.
Okay.
We were having our little lunch. He called Chin and said, hey Chin, man, there's an African guy. At that time I used to live in Kansas City, because of mother of my child, gave birth over there.
Okay.
So he was like, hey man, I have a guy. So he's from Africa, and he'll be a good addition to US Rumble. But for me, like, I don't wanna be US Rumble. I'm African. Why,
Why would I do that? Right.
Why can't we just have an African Rumble? Then I realized there wasn't really enough African sound to African Rumble. I was like, you know what? An African from Kansas City, what? So what? Let's just give it a try.
Let's just do it, right?
So I flew down there and I link up with my good friend King Fargo, who's a very, very good friend. And I literally told King Fargo, like, hey man, I might need you to roll out with me to this dance, because I don't know nobody here. And a good friend of mine from Kansas City, his name is Junior. He came along. He flew from Kansas City as well. When you watch the US Rumble, he was helping me mix.
Okay.
So US Rumble being one of my biggest clash at that time, my laptop doesn't work. The first, so I'm like, oh man, what's going on?
Like, not now, God, not now. I'm here. Like, what's happening?
Thank God I picked to play, I think, 6th or 7th.
Okay.
Now, the first round was like 5 minutes long. I got about 35 minutes before I can get this out. I'm trying. It didn't work out, But I ended up using from Irish and Chin's laptop. And I was backstage just loading all that stuff. And, the rest was history. I cried tears that night, because I knew I was literally like, it was a do or die for me, prior to that, I didn't want nothing to do with sound system. I was just like done with it. And big up the world champion Pink Panther just came in here
Hi, Pink
from
Panther.
Pink Panther. Always have to respect the elders, you know.
Yes, definitely.
And Juxi Killer as well. Juxi Killer, living legend. Big up, big up. You know, so like, you know, that happened, and you know, at that night, you know, that's when I pull up the dashiki. When you look at that
I
dashiki,
remember. I was there.
I just put it on. It was like, I think, inside out, and the hat was so big. I had a pin, and I just pinned it up. You know, I put it, and I walked on. I was just like, whatever's gonna happen,
It's gonna
happen.
happen.
And I just, you know, it was one of those nights. It was just impossible to kill me, and the rest is
The
history. You
rest is
know.
history. The rest definitely history. I was definitely there in that building when you put
Yeah.
that dashiki on, and the place went crazy because it's
Yeah.
like you are
Yeah.
representing
But
who
all
you
that.
are.
When you look at like people like Juke Tequila who's there, and people like Panther, those
Mhm.
are people that I've learned from a lot. I listen
Nice,
to them. I
nice.
listen, and I feel like the sound system industry really needs to change, and uh, we need a hall of fame for all these, you know,
Yeah.
legends who have opened up so much doors, and really and truly they've made so many of us have a career. Like, you
Mm.
know, I remember being in the mirror just pretending to be Panther, you know, pretending to be Mataran and Juxi, you know, and just to see them still alive,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I feel like they need their own world class kind of event where
yeah,
we
yeah.
get to see them, and you know, like when you have the NBA exhibition games
Yes, yeah,
where
yeah.
the legends
The
get to
legends
play,
come out. Yeah,
and
definitely.
we come to, because you know this industry don't have no pension or any of that, man.
Nothing, nothing at all.
And most of these musicians, I mean, most of these DJs, they have given so many musicians careers,
Yeah,
and those
yeah,
musicians end up becoming millionaires, and they don't
yeah.
remember the selectors that
Definitely,
work hard.
definitely.
You know, someone like Panther, you know, Panther is somebody that when you play certain songs, the chronicle and whatnot, you gotta say Panther.
Panther. Yeah,
You know, when you play certain rhythms, you gotta call their names, and I feel like, you know, it's for someone like me, I know my role, you know.
yeah,
To me, yes, the spotlight is on me, but I would like to use that spotlight and hopefully, you know, bring some type of change where these musicians get respected, and let's put a tour for them where they take the clash that everybody love, and take it all over the world, and let everybody see what they did, and you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
because when you go to certain places, when you listen to Jamrock Cruise, when I
Mhm,
was class Panther
mhm.
and Mataran,
Yeah,
there was a time I literally told the crowd like, "No, man, this is Panther.
you can't. Yeah,
You can't go. This is Panther. You know, you don't understand what he has done." And
yeah.
and I don't think audios and videos are enough.
Mm.
We need a movie. We need some type of
A
movement, man.
documentary, something, right?
And I speak this with a lot of passion because,
Yeah.
man, like I can't I can't play this music and not give
Nuts.
people to open the doors for me.
Yeah,
I'll be a fool. I'll be an idiot, and it doesn't work like that, man. I am here
definitely.
because of them.
Definitely, definitely. I absolutely love that you said that because a lot of times people tend to forget how we got here. Like there were people before us who did this and showed us how it should be done. So
Man,
that's
I remember taking a Greyhound bus going to New York, man, and watching Squingy and Panther and
mm,
Mighty Cross Squad,
yeah.
and all I could afford was a bottle of water the whole
Wow.
time, you know? And and
Wow.
and you for me now to be touring the world and
Yeah.
doing, I saw them. You can't be ungrateful, man.
Definitely,
You can't
definitely.
be,
The level of respect always has to be. Do you think that that's something that a lot of the younger individuals have moved away from, like giving the people the foundation the respect that they deserve?
I think I think they respect them, but they respect them privately,
Oh,
which makes no sense to me. I feel like you gotta speak highly of them.
Yeah.
You gotta respect them, the Ricky Troopers,
Yeah.
them. You gotta. Let me tell you one thing: preparing for clash is no joke.
I can imagine.
And those names that I mentioned and others have clashed over 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been through clashes where gun a bust in a dance, real gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man have to go hide and whatnot. And these are people that travel all over Jamaica, going to Bermuda at
Mm.
its peak when dance at Keeper Bermuda and all these places, and Canada and back in the day in Brooklyn, the warehouse in New York and all
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you talk about Amazura, you know,
Yes.
you talk about world class, how that line
Yeah.
was so long.
Oh, I was always there. I'm
When
that girl.
I remember when Panther would say Yunzi, and then all you hear is I see that cock up on, like the whole
The
place
whole
went
place.
crazy.
Yeah.
How can
Definitely.
you not appreciate that, man?
Definitely.
How can you
Definitely.
sit back like the firelings? Those
Yeah.
people, and they're still here. We gotta show them respect. That's why I feel like it's so unfair how the game is, man. And
Yeah.
we gotta figure a way, man. We gotta figure a way
Definitely.
to.
You know what I absolutely admire about you? You're one of those individuals that recognize that you have a brand, right?
Yeah, most
This
definitely.
is not just a joke thing. Like you've worked hard to get here, and you've recognized that you have a brand, so you don't do certain things because you want that next gig, you want that higher gig. What is
Yeah.
some advice that you would give to some? Because I see a lot of back and forth, bickering, arguing over little things. What is some advice that you would give to some of these sound men who don't understand that when you're done with this clash, there's a bigger one that could be waiting for you. But if you do all these things on social media, it's not gonna happen because nobody wants that.
Social media has its advantages and
Mm.
disadvantages. Like social media can fail you,
Yeah, yeah,
the wrong moves, if you make the wrong comments and
yeah,
whatnot. Social media is like a book that everybody reads.
yeah,
It's right there in front of everybody. You gotta be careful how you carry yourself on social media. And always remember, everybody has lost a clash.
yeah, man.
It's but the beauty of sound clash is the fact that sometimes we don't know what the results is going to be.
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
and and we've come across many sounds that have killed each other so many
Mm,
times. I remember a rivalry between Mataran and Firelinks
mm.
from Fully Loaded days. Anybody that sit back and talk about they don't listen to Fully Loaded, they're like, you're crazy. When all those hype clashes,
Yeah, yeah.
and you gotta carry yourself like somebody who knows what he's doing. I guess it's the perfect time to say fake it until you make it.
Yeah,
But you gotta be, but you gotta be real to yourself though.
yeah,
You got
yeah.
you can't, if you don't know, it's okay. It's not a crime not to know.
Right, right.
You can't act like you're Mr. or Mrs. Know It All, and then remember Sound Clash always puts you to test, and
Yes.
put on that test and then you fail, you're gonna embarrass yourself
Yeah,
even more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you were at Rebel Salute with DJ Nas.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you said is that big up DJ Nas, and that you feel as though there needs to be more women
Yeah.
in this arena. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I feel like everybody has a stomach to feed,
Mm,
You can't be like this is a man's sport alone.
mm,
Is Women play a big role in not only sound clash but reggae in general,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and most of them are always, behind the scenes right now.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah,
feel up the Lucky Stars, the Tanya Stevens, the Marcia
yeah,
Griffins.
yeah.
They play a big role. Big up my good friend Cecile. We
Yes.
we did an Australian tour together, and all
Nice.
artists are doing big things. Like Muma Sali
Yeah.
from Supreme. You gotta big them up. Like I feel like DJ Nas, she's trying a thing. And
Mm-hmm.
you can't hate on anybody that's trying, man. And one thing I really disliked about what happened is the fact there was a lot of people kind of laughing at her and whatnot.
Oh
And
wow.
I reached out to her and be like, yo, don't even worry about that. You were at Rebel Salute,
I
one of the
mean,
biggest in the world.
yeah,
Don't So what if you lost? That's fine.
yeah.
If you ask me, I thought she was winning the tune for tune towards the end. She did her thing. It's just you can't listen to people, man.
Yeah, yeah.
People don't have anything good to say about you. You can't pay attention to them. You gotta keep it going. Yeah, we need more women, but I just want to make mention in Kenya. That's where I grew up. It's a lot of male reggae DJs.
Oh, nice, nice.
So over the years, so many, so many, so many.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Oh, somebody wants to know where you get your Central T-shirt from.
Oh yeah, got this Central T-shirt. This is my
That's your
brethren,
brand.
Mark. Mark is from Trinidad, but he lives in New York.
Okay.
I'm the brand ambassador for this right here, Central. Respect Max, and Kingpin is the one that connected me with Max. So big up
Kingpin, definitely, always. Now you've clashed a lot of sounds. What will be the one sound that you haven't clashed yet that you're like, I want that. That's what I want.
Mighty Crown. I've clashed Mighty Crown with my former sound, which was Shasha.
Okay.
But I want to clash Mighty Crown as Dynamq, but I don't think that happen. Yo, big up Nudge in the house.
Hey, Nudge.
One of the baddest songs around the world right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Mighty Crown is retiring, so.
Oh man.
I was just talking to Sammy about 2 weeks ago.
Let me tell you one thing. I'm glad you say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dead or alive, anybody that's dead or alive that I wish I had clashed.
Yeah.
I wish I had clashed Squingy.
Okay.
I wish I had clashed Juxi Killer.
Okay.
Panther, I've clashed with Panther, I think, twice or 3 times.
Okay.
Mata, when I clashed with him as well.
Yes.
Definitely Radigan. I don't know if that happened. But to me, I love clash. It's not really about winning or losing. It's about giving the people. I like the toe-to-toe clash, where you don't know who's really winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so them type of clashes is kind of what I like, because it really makes you say, yo.
It challenges you, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I like them kind of clashes. But at the end of the day, it's anybody can,
Definitely. Now, when I was watching the clash with yourself and Code Red. The big UK clash, Irish and Chin, shout out to Soundchart Radio. And a lot of people are like, oh, he gave Code Red the clash. He gave up at the end and just let them have it.
When people say those things, those are people that have never been on a clash before. those are people that have never clashed before. You don't give up. Just like you gotta understand. There's clashes that you will play terrible the whole night, and dub for dub you play excellent.
Yeah.
There's you play good the whole night, and dub for dub just doesn't work. It's part of the whole clash thing. I think what happened in New York is, I think I tried to play some UK artists, which was the Steel Pulse, and it just didn't connect.
Right.
But when you look at that, I think I lost by only 1 or 2 songs.
Yes.
So it's nothing. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's people are quick to say, "Oh, I'm just giving a clash or whatnot." But you gotta remember one thing. I had to prepare for 8 sounds in one night.
Definitely.
And not only
just
me,
Code Red. Yeah.
Not just Code Red. Remember, there was also a Japanese.
Yes.
Who could not really speak good English.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm the Japanese. He was struggling with English, but he spent a lot of money to prepare, and he dropped out, I think, maybe the 3rd round.
Yes.
You gotta feel for people like that. This thing is not a joke. Like when people are spending their time voicing these dubs, trying to design this, going over there, and the crowd don't connect with them. Trust me, it really takes a toll on us.
Yeah.
We are the clash selectors. Nobody ever want to see us weak. Nobody wants to see us like, we always gotta be at our best.
Yeah.
And that's unfair. because sometimes a lot of artists don't want to work with us.
Mm, mm.
Some Those places are so expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone who's by myself, I gotta pay every penny out of my pocket. I don't have
Wow.
a that can put money together. I don't have a boss. I gotta do this. If I don't do this, nobody else will do it.
Hmm.
So getting to that clash where I'm making all this screaming and whatnot is a lot of work that's been put in.
Definitely,
There's a lot of
definitely.
time. In the studio, and I don't have a lot of people I can call and say, "What do you think about this? What do you think about?"
Mm, mm.
Everything on myself, and that's for most solo selectors also.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Absolutely love that. Now, one of your mentors, Bounty Killer, recently had an interview where he was talking about African beats, Afro beats, and reggae dancehall. And he was basically saying that people need to stop grouping the two together. They're two separate entities. That
uh,
Afro beats has topics, dancehall, they just whatever. How do you feel about the statement that he made?
well, I think I think it should be the other way around, but
Mm. Oh, oh.
my opinion, I feel like dance will have topics.
Okay.
Dance will have amazing topics, but I think maybe of nowadays artists
Mm.
kind of lose a little touch of what's happening. You
Mm.
uh, Afrobeat is happy music,
Right.
and
Right.
and Afrobeat has been there for so many
Mm-hmm,
years,
mm-hmm.
so many years. It's just now getting a spotlight. That's one
Right.
thing I needs to
Mm.
read. It has always been there. It's now just getting a spotlight, and people are enjoying it. And people are like, "Oh man, what's going on?" No, this has been going on
It's
for
going on
so
for
many
a while. Yeah.
now, and I'm just glad that the Jamaicans, the Caribbean, and the Africans are like this when it comes to music, because that's the force that the world doesn't want to see. You know,
Definitely.
and
Definitely.
we want more and more
Yeah, the
collaborations.
unity. Definitely. Yeah.
Unity, we want that. And you know what? You know what's my dream? I want to have our own African home and abroad awards for the
Mm.
for Africans in the diaspora and Africans back home, where we just everybody goes to Africa or pick one country. We all go to Trinidad or we all go
Okay.
somewhere, and there's an award going on for our black music.
Yeah, definitely. Danielle, nobody's gonna turn it backwards. I that's why I asked the question, and I think he answered it perfectly. Like people do misconstrue things that people say. That's why I'm
Yeah,
very careful to ask certain questions, and I ask them in a particular way.
I
Um,
I I sorry. I produced a song for Busy Signal, by the way.
okay,
It's Bad Girl.
okay.
Build a rhythm. I produced about 7 songs for Busy Signal, and I'm still working on some more. Yeah,
Nice, nice. I like it. I love people don't know that you also do music.
yeah.
And that's something that I find to be great. Because I'm like, you're so diverse. You know what I
We only
mean?
live once,
You're
Michelle.
on you're, you're
Only live
only
once. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Don't
nobody.
don't make no. I always say, don't let my confidence mess with your insecurities.
Ah,
Like if I could do it all, I would do it all right now.
yeah.
I speak 4 different languages fluent,
Nice.
so I'm not gonna hold myself back just because you feel some type of way. Because no, I don't really care about it. Like, go out there and do it, man.
Definitely, definitely. Do you also have a foundation, a nonprofit, a foundation that you
Of course, I mean,
okay.
me coming from a refugee camp, and
Yeah.
music has helped me gain this movement that I go all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can give back to the youths, because there's still some youths in the refugee camps back home.
Mm.
There's some youths that need school fees. There's still some youths that need food back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, when I do this music,
Mm.
half of my money always go back home.
Nice.
Start
Nice.
a shelter for the youths back home, and hopefully open up a music school, and
Nice.
I'm taking the right steps to do it, because I just thought maybe you just help. No, you gotta
Yeah.
start a non-profit organization so people can also help and whatnot. I want to have our own Sumfest back home. I want
I
to have a
know. Nice. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
where Michelle can say, yo, we are going to South Sudan December for the big clash and whatnot. Well, I want to have all of that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know that how therapeutic music has been to a lot of Jamaicans people. I
Yeah.
see what music does to people.
Yeah.
Like when the first time I went to Jamaica, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just hearing sound system playing, and I realized it's a movement
It's a
from the
movement. Yeah.
from the guy driving. Yeah, man, Notch, big up yourself, brother. Big up from the driver, from the driver of the truck. You
Mm.
know, from the box man, the guy selling peanuts.
The
That's
guy
all.
lifting the boxes,
Lifting up
everybody.
everybody. The
Everybody.
guy painting the
Yeah.
truck, designing all that.
Yeah.
The ladies cooking and whatnot. That's all part of dancehall, and dancehall feeds a lot of people, and we can't take it for a joke. Not only dancehall, but music in general. That's
Definitely.
I'm really hoping that it's never too late. It's
Yeah.
never ever too late. We
We
can
could
get
get
it. We can get it right.
definitely, definitely. I just want
Yeah.
to say, just in case the live cut off, I'm going to restart it. Okay, so join
Cool.
back because
Cool.
I'm
Cool.
loving this conversation with you.
Yeah.
I find you amazing. Like you are, in reading your story, you've been through a lot, in your childhood, and here you are as a man, so humble and so great, just living out your dream. Like, did you ever see, like, stand yourself in the mirror and say, God, thank you? Like, do you ever do that? Like, how do you say thank you?
I take a deep breath, man. I listen. I tell people all the time. They ask me what is the best thing that happened to you in this sound system is
Mm.
when I play in Jamaica.
Oh,
That
nice.
is that is the birthplace of dancehall reggae.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Play in Jamaica and Jamaicans accept you and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
they say big up yourself.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. I don't care what anybody say.
Yeah.
That one of the best feeling. And the last time I played at the Bass Odyssey anniversary at Sabina Park,
Mhm.
I'm looking proud is Bounty Killer, all these artists,
Yeah.
Nudge is the biggest dancehall artist in the world. Is on our live right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't be ungrateful for such things. That's why sometimes I feel like people take this thing for
For
a joke.
granted. Yeah. Yeah.
Grant can't take it for granted.
Yeah.
You see when Bob Marley went to Africa and sing Zimbabwe to the people
Yeah.
are crying eye water.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
when I've seen artists like Busy Signal go to Africa and the helicopter is promoting his flyers around the country.
Wow. Wow.
You know, like reggae music is big. That's why when people come out and talk about like, oh, reggae music is dead, I'm like, no, man,
No.
you're crazy.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because the conversation a lot now is that Clash is dead. And somebody,
no,
when I posted your flyer, someone even wrote that as a comment. And I said, he's traveling the world doing this. I'm going to ask him on the live.
I, I think the vibe that we used to get from
Mm.
Panta, Mataran, maybe that vibe will never get it back again.
Okay. Okay.
I man, it's hard to say, man, because uh,
That's a tough
all I
one.
can say is thank God I'm here. Thank
Yeah,
God, and I hope a lot of people get the same opportunity and do better things.
definitely. So since you don't live in Jamaica, how do you stay connected to what's happening on the ground in Jamaica? How do you keep that connection going?
Thank God for the internet. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of things happening, not only
Mm.
in Jamaica but all over the world. If right now I'm a piano style of music running Africa,
Mm.
and you go to South Africa as a selector, you have to be on top of your game
Yeah.
because it's some selectors down there will run you out of the dance. You some selectors are when you start playing I'm a piano, you say, why,
What is this, right?
what is this? And it's a burn up the whole place. But I'm just glad that music is still healing people every day.
Yeah, definitely. Now you have some fest coming up, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about when you got that phone call. Like, tell me about that phone call for some fest.
Man, I I got the call. I think when I went to the Bass Odyssey dance,
Okay.
we had already started speaking to a few people. Big up my artist Knowledge in the house from
Hi,
Kansas City,
Knowledge.
bad artist. So they linked me, and I didn't think it was serious. Yeah. I was like, yeah, cool. So when I was at the Bass Odyssey dance, they actually invited me over to Down Sound office, and I was there and I signed the contract, and you know, I still don't know the full lineup.
Okay.
But I'm also at a wow, like
Yeah.
I am the first African to be on one of the biggest reggae shows.
Wow, that's huge.
That's huge, man. I don't that's huge, I know Bass Odyssey the returning champ. So we'll see what happens.
You'll see what happens. So you've been. I'm sure you've already been preparing, or you got. I know you have Bermuda and all of these other places before you even get to that. Like, how do you prepare for all of these things? Because your schedule looks like it's like this. This is what your schedule looks like. How do you do all of this stuff?
You see, before all this happened, you have to be mentally prepared. I was mentally prepared for failure and success.
Oh, I like that.
I was prepared to say, okay, if this doesn't work, and if it works, I have to be ready. Because even as Juicy Killer and them, the worst thing that can happen is when you're given the opportunity, you are not ready.
Yeah.
You're ready always. You have to keep practicing and make sure that you're ready. Because the moment you get that call, hey, Michelle, big dance tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You're ready. Just grab your phone, you're out, So I was and big up my good friend Randy in the house from Midwest dancehalreggae.com. Those people are people that I work with so many years, and people just see me, yes, but I have a couple of friends that I know I connect with, share, our journeys, and they are my Jamaican friends. They really tell me about what's happening in Jamaica as well.
Definitely. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stop the live and restart it because it's gonna cut out.
Right.
Don't go anywhere, people. Get with the fix. Michelleg Dynamq is here with us. I'm absolutely enjoying our conversation. I've prepared hard for this. I just want you to know. I felt like
you gotta play Naj.
Nash, I got my dub. What are you talking about?
I want to you. Come on.
I got my dub from Nash. Come on now. Come on.
But hey, listen.
Go ahead.
That song is big in Africa. It's
really
big. Yeah.
You don't know the girl Dynamq right now. I represent Forget with the Fix. Michelleg, big up yourself.
Yeah, so I'm going to come right back on the live. People, don't go anywhere. Get with the fix, Michelleg. Dynamq said I need to play Naj. So I'm going to play Naj. So we'll be right back. So I'm so loving the conversation that we're having. I'm so appreciative of anyone that comes on this platform. This is not, a joke platform. I take what I do very seriously.
Gunman style, big Ben spark up and last dick pan Kyle. Boss head one go run man file, be a killer we part with from we are juvenile. And we are on the ground. What else? Badness, where them a say? And we have up the artist set a guy, where them a say? Yeah. Chain it a drip, bad clocks for a foot, we no listen boy, where you chat, where them a say? What else? Badness, where them a say? And we have up the artist set a guy, where them a say? Chain it a drip, bad clocks for a foot, we no listen boy, where you chat up, where them a say? We're pocket no fracture. We're up to the time, just like the watch ya. Cologne a thump, just like a boxer. Catch a gal in our net, just like a lobster. And Avara clean, just like the mafia. We are big thief, big crew. When you see we put the bar on our foot, but we not take liquor right near me now. We are on the ground. What else? Badness, where them a say? How we have.
So yes, the man I don't know, so I'm not representing of Michelleg, I don't know, so she say get to the fix. So yes, no. And she say rich badness. And she are on the ground. Yo, New Jersey. Po! Rich badness and Michelleg, them style. Big Ben spark up and last stick punk Kyle. Bust she bust tune, go and go run R5. Be a star, she par with fam. She a juvenile, Michelleg run the ground. A worldwide badness, where them a say? As she play the most hit song, where them a say? Yeah. She ain't it a drip, bad clocks on her foot. She not listen boy where you chat chat, where them a say? A worldwide badness, where them a say? As she have up the hottest set of dubs, where them a say? She ain't it a drip, bad clocks on her foot. She not listen boy where you chat chat, where them a say? Yo, Michelle G, pocket no fracture. You're up to the time, just like that watcher. Your cologne at home, just like a boxer.
So I am, like I said, I am one of those girls. Like I am. Well, every time I ask and request interviews, people always say, "Yeah, bro," and I'm like, "But I'm a girl." Like I get that all the time. I don't know why. I guess it's because there's not a lot of women who I guess like to do this. I don't know. But it's always the bro that trips me up when I reach out for interviews. So I don't know. I don't know. So again, we are on Get With The Fix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric Radio, New York, New Jersey, Florida, Atlanta, streaming all over the world. Again, Dynamq is here in the building. I restarted the live because the conversation is so great. Not that I was expecting anything different, because I'm not gonna lie, Dynamq, I think I got like 5 pages of questions for you.
Cool. Let's go, man. Let's do it. Bermuda, there's a lot of people from Bermuda here.
Hi, Bermuda folks. You're going there. I believe that's with Rodigan, right?
Yeah, June 10th.
June 10th. So how is it working with Rodigan, David Rodigan? Like, how is that?
We'll find out, because Rodigan is a living legend, and I think he's also doing his last tour as well.
Yeah.
I'm just honored to be a part of that. Hopefully we can keep the sound system culture going. And I feel like this is them passing the torch line.
The torch on. Why do you think so many sounds and soundmen and those types of things have decided to retire now? Like, why now? Why do you think that's happening now?
I mean, everybody have their own journey. I feel like Rodigan has been playing music since the 70s.
Yeah.
It gets a time your body needs rest as well. And traveling all over the world, and I have to take my hat off to Rodigan and greats who have been doing it. And big up Downbeat, by the way.
Yeah.
Downbeat, Tony's crew, another living legend. And I'm speechless when it comes to people like that, because they have done so much, and they are the reason we're here today.
Yeah, definitely. Before the live cut off, you were talking about, you do your thing, but people are seeing you. How do you stay in the eyesight of folks? Because there's a lot of people who are artists and all of these things, and they don't promote themselves. So how do you stay in the eyesight that people are able to see you and who you are?
I'm just real to myself, man.
Okay.
I don't give the people something that I'm not. And I think it's something about you being real to yourself that everyone connect with. And I'm happy with my flaws. I'm happy with my weakness. I'm happy with everything that God has given and not given me as well. I don't forget the fact that I'm a refugee. And just a refugee doing what I do today.
Yeah.
We are not even supposed to be having this interview.
Yeah.
Where I am, because it's been a lot of ups, it's been a long journey. If I tell you, it's I can start crying because of the journeys I've been through, and sometimes I feel like I've cheated my way here, because I know a lot of people that are more talented than me that never got the chance. When I have opportunities like this, I never leave them out. I big them up, because we live in a world whereby they only want to see one person winning.
Yeah.
All of us can win. All of us can be up there winning at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad selectors, bad producers that I know that I'm like, man, why isn't the world taking on them? But maybe God has other plans for them too.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. Coming from, I'm Guyanese. I was born in Ghana. And coming from what they call a third world country, and living in poverty and all those types of things, people look at you like you're not supposed to achieve all of these things, but they don't understand that hunger that we have.
There's a guy watching. His name is Randy. Randy will tell you, man, there's times where we just have nothing. We used to go to a dance and will beg to play, yo, make a beat a few songs. They be like, nah, man, I want to you, man. No, we don't want that. And we just humble ourselves and kick back, put our laptop back in the car and go back and still enjoy the dance, you know. And you know, we waited. Listen, God has plans for everybody.
Definitely.
You can't run into other people's things.
Definitely.
You cannot run into other people's blessings.
Yeah.
Like Michelle, your time, trust me, the world knows it's your time. And the best you can do is utilize that time and make sure once you get to the top, you reach back on the bottom and bring people up there with you as well. You can't stay up there by yourself. It's lonely up there. You gotta celebrate with everybody. That's why I want to say I stay away from people who are successful just by themselves. Successful, my team has to be successful. Everybody around me have to some type of the success, like they're good, you know?
Yeah. Definitely. I absolutely, like I said, when I was reading, it's days. I've been reading about you for days. I have, because that's how I like to do my interviews. I don't, like I said, I never just come here and just do an interview. I do all types of research. A lot of people reached out to me, had questions, and were just like, yo, like, this is the man right here. This is the man. Like, this is one of the people that you definitely need to talk to. And let me just say that how I got this interview was, I see Dynamq a lot on my lives. He's here. Right. He comes here on Wednesday on my live, and I just said, you know what? I'm going to inbox him and ask for an interview. And immediately he said yes. I was like, what? You was just on stage. You want to talk to me? So
you can't. I don't try to compare you to like Winford, to like whoever. I feel like, you know, you doing your thing too. You know, everybody, you know, God has put you in this place for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one of those that I want to see how many followers you got first before I give you an interview. No, man, that's not right, man. You know.
Oh, somebody say you're a footballer too. So you play soccer? You play football?
Listen. Don't play with me when it comes to that. Don't play with me, yo. This one thing I've always said. I've never lost to a.
You've never lost?
I've never lost to a Caribbean. So that's a.
Dynamq, don't start trouble.
Yo, I've never lost to a Caribbean. Yo, people step up on a game, man. The ballers out there.
Dynamq, you were doing fine. Don't get yourself finished.
Football and music is our life, man. Football and music.
Have you used, as a child, did you use music to escape some of the things that you were dealing with?
A lot, man. Growing up in the refugee camps, that's all we had is football and music. And a friend of mine had a 3-string guitar. And I don't even know how we used to tune that guitar, but it definitely produced some nice notes, you know?
Okay.
And them time we used to just sing all kind of songs, you know? Israelites, you know?
Yeah.
Wake up morning, sailing for breakfast. You know, you just used to sing all of them, the inner circles, all those. Listen, like growing up then, I would have dreams of being on stage. It was so crazy that one time I went to a dance. There was a sound called Jumbo Sounds, right?
Okay.
And the MC was talking and whatnot, and he kind of just held the mic like this, right? Just went up there and said, big up, big up, big up. And I got kicked out of the dance. You know, like I just wanted to hear my sound, my voice from the speaker. So, you know, it's always been a dream. But now to see me doing this, playing alongside the bass artist, he's playing alongside Radigan.
Yeah.
There's no way I can sit back here and say God is not real, you know?
Yeah.
And I always say I do hope that people understand, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
too.
definitely. So I want to ask you a question, right? Because you are a man, a great man, it appears to be. What type of, if you're not in a relationship, and even if you are, what type of lady is best suited for somebody like Dynamq? Like, what type of lady, what type of mindset does she have to have?
Oh, you gotta be patient, man. Patience is very important with me. Because in this life we live in, man, there's a lot of traveling, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of down days where nothing I go on, Gotta be able to just stand next to me like my shadow during the sunlight and just say, yo, we got this. And you gotta just be a ride or die, and if you're not about that, I don't know, we just have to keep it going,
Okay.
And again,
go ahead.
Then again, I'm an African. I'm allowed to have 5 wives, so
I was waiting.
If one can't go out with nothing, so we see the next one.
Have you now? Let's talk about that for a moment, right? Because like I said, I'm one of those people that I'm interested in a lot of things, right? Because that's how you learn about things. And the whole idea of African men are allowed to have multiple wives, right? And the world sees that as, of course, polygamy and all of those things, right? As an African man, I know you can't have 5 wives here, but you can, go back to Africa, Sudan, or wherever and have 5 wives. How does a man handle 5 women at one time?
First of all, I see all my 5 wives in the background over there. My all of that. No, but seriously, I think, man, Africa, we don't look at the world the way the rest of the world look at the world.
Ah, okay.
I have to make something very clear, and I'm glad that Africans are opening up their eyes. I can't look at the world the way Americans look at the world.
Right.
I can't look at the world the way Europeans look at the world.
Right.
It's never sense to me.
Right.
I can look at the world the way Africa look at the world, and it's not even a law. Law is something that man made. It's a culture for us.
Right.
Once you can take care of it, you can take care of them. You're good, man.
Yeah, because the Quran says that. That's what the Quran says. You have to treat them equally. Yeah.
And I'm glad you kind of agree with it too.
Dynamq, you're gone again.
Yeah, but it's you can't follow what the world. The world has, put it like this, right? The world has literally lied to our brothers and sisters abroad. Lied and told our brothers and sisters in the diaspora that we don't like them.
Yeah.
We don't, and I can tell you right now, one of the places that reggae artists get the most love is Africa.
Yeah, we see that when they go on tours. We see that.
Yeah. Over there and craziness.
Yeah.
When Caputan went down to South Africa, he couldn't leave the airport for like 5 hours. It's so packed.
Wow.
When Busy Signal go to ask Busy, he will tell you. Busy Signal is the president of Africa.
Wow.
And then people land over there, all the presidents salutes them. So like when I see them turn, they do know how to play this divide and rule game. We just gotta figure this thing out and just tell them, no, we're not gonna.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, definitely. Now you've traveled around the world, right?
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite places to go?
Man, that's kind of tough. Depending on what though. Musically, definitely Jamaica.
Okay.
Because Jamaica has music in every corner, from the corner pop music, the bar music, and you just driving like, wait, that was Bounty Killer right there. Wait, that was Nudge right there. You meet all these stars, and I feel like I'm in a set of a movie whenever I'm in Jamaica.
Wow.
And the Jamaican food, of course, amazing.
Yeah.
But going back home to me in South Sudan has always been like
the place.
It's not like home, I reconnect with my brothers and sisters back home, and we are still building up slowly, and I'm glad that we're coming up,
Definitely. Now I was on your live yesterday and I saw that you were building rhythms.
Yeah.
So
Always in the studio, man.
Yeah, always in the studio. So that's something also that you do. So what is the latest what is the latest rhythm that you're working on? Or you don't even have a name yet?
You want to hear it?
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I'm always building rhythms and, and shopping into some artists here and there.
Okay.
Hopefully we can we can work. Nudge. We have some dancehall Afrobeat rhythms, but I've been doing it for quite some time. I also build rhythms for my dub plates as well.
Okay.
Stand out and make sure my dubs sound different.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask you also in the building of the rhythms for your dub plates, and also reaching out to the artists to get those. Do you tell them exactly what it is that you want, or they just know when you come to Dynamq, like you gotta come rough, tug, and hard? Well, pause on the hard.
You gotta have an idea of what you want. The thing about dub plates, when people tell you like, yo, man, work hard for this and that, the artist usually takes your idea and put magic to it.
Okay.
A lot of sound men don't give the artist enough credit.
Respect, yeah.
They be like, me make that rhythm, man. Me make this dub plate. Yeah, but the artist sang it the way you want it, add their own twist to it,
Yeah.
So it's not like a 50-50 kind of thing. But, I like to make sure when I play my dub plates, they're mixed properly. The people can feel it, and I never leave out my Africanness when it comes to dub.
Nice.
That's to big up Africa no matter what, and that's the sound, and I've always paid homage to where the music comes from.
Definitely. Do you build your own rhythms for your own dubs, or?
Of course, some of them, yeah, man. If I like, there's a Movado I always play. This is for the African. It's like
I know that one. Yeah.
That rhythm, and on that rhythm I have Shinet, I have 2 Capletons, I have a few artists on that. And to me, playing my own rhythm at World Clash, that was, I think when you look at when you check out my Instagram, is the first Instagram post that I pinged up there.
Okay.
And when that is like my rhythm in front of like 5,000 people, and I'm like, yo, this is so crazy. And funny enough, I built that rhythm for a certain sound, and they didn't like it.
What?
Yeah, they didn't like it. I was like, all right, cool. So, yeah, man.
Wow.
Big up my good friends from Africa, Jabali Africa, Grammy-nominated group from Kenya.
Hello. Now, what is one thing that you find yourself just every day in your head, like saying, I think I've arrived. I think I've made it. Like, are you one of those people that walk around and be like, yo, like, thank you. Like, this is it. This is what I've been working for.
I'm hungry. I can never say I made it. I'm hungry. I want this. I need this. I know I can be 10 times better. I know I need to. Listen to me, man. I don't take this for a joke. Music is very powerful. Music can change life.
Yeah.
Music can send your kids to school.
Yeah.
Music can pay bills. Music can do all kind of things. Why you take it for a joke? You can't be comfortable with this. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I'm looking at like look at other musicians that are traveling the world. You ever see when they do the verses? You ever sit back and say, man, these people got 20 hits?
Yeah.
And like, you can't take that for a joke, man. Having 20 hits is no joke over the years.
You definitely can.
Imagine I get to just play music, selection of my own, and people pay to come and hear me do this.
Yeah.
It's not like people come up there and say, here's a playlist of what you gotta play. No, they come out there to play to listen to my selection.
Yeah, definitely.
They pay for that.
Yeah.
No, man, you can't take that for a joke, man.
You can't take that for a joke.
For a joke, you gotta kick back and say, yo. I wonder. That's why sometimes when I see some people go to artist page and say, yo, Dynamq, you know, I go on with nothing I want to you. Sometimes artists need to go on that zone that productive zone and kick back and put out something to a lot of, a lot of people that are very ignorant, and trying to get them to just feel the vibe. And it's so sad that a lot of people will be like, oh, yo, so Dynamq like that tune. Let me check it out. Nah, man, you gotta appreciate people's works in this music, man.
Definitely.
You know, imagine, yo, I told my friend, you see, if I was 15 years younger, I would run around Jamaica in like 7 hours. That's how small Jamaica is. But look how impactful Jamaica is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A small island like Jamaica's a small island
small,
like this.
Very small. Yeah.
And the music is global.
Huge. Yeah.
The world, and you wanna kick back and take this for a joke. You gotta be crazy. I went to UK and see how reggae music is being loved all over the place.
Yeah.
And always say, look how many reggae festivals are there in Europe.
Yeah.
Huh? Look how many reggae parties keep in the world.
Definitely.
Oh, and man, I'm telling you, if I had the powers for this, Jamaicans should be getting some type of royalties from every reggae club in the world.
Definitely. Do you feel, and speaking about the royalties and insurance and pension and all of these things that the Jamaican artists don't get, how do you feel about that? Because is that something that's done in Africa?
That's black music in general.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've seen places that Jamaican African musicians will never reach, but their music is running that place.
Wow.
Because of our skin complexion, we can't go those places. We're not invited, but our music is running those places.
Yeah.
Those sacrifices that we do that a lot of people just overlook, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take that back because it's the truth.
Yeah.
I've seen places that people say, well, how many Jamaican good artists don't have visas to travel?
But a lot.
And their music is running
a place.
The world.
Yeah.
You know how much money they're losing from all of that?
Yeah.
Need some kind of structure, man.
Yeah, that was one of Popcorn's posts a month or so ago. Like, why can't I get here, but my music is here?
But here, what, Michelle? Africa, Jamaicans, you guys can come to Africa. There's billions of people in Africa that love your music.
Definitely.
And buy your music too. You ain't. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Africa is home.
Yeah.
You can't run away from your home, brother.
Yeah.
Go back home, and even if it's not for a show, just go and see.
Yeah.
You know how much African dancers are there?
A lot.
Rich partners. You know how many African people do that?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Go and see it for yourself.
Yeah.
There's millions and millions of students. You know. So I feel like sometimes we gotta sit back and go back to the drawing board and say, you know what, all right, this part of the world don't really take on to us because they don't want to give us visas. This part of the world, we can go to the motherland. Africa, welcome. There's places in Africa that Caribbeans can go without visas.
Yeah.
Just go up there and hold the vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely. What is now? I know that, because I get dubs myself, right? Sometimes I get them for free. Sometimes I pay.
What? I'm ready.
I never Dynamq. You can teach me. I'll take some lessons. I'll take some speeches or whatever. But do you find that as you grow in this industry, do you find that artists are charging you more or less money? More?
I mean, there's artists that work with me. I can never undermine what they have done. But, I think the bigger you get in the industry, there's advantages and disadvantages. There's some artists that want to definitely work with you because they also understand both of you can benefit. They can, and then you can play their music on their big stage. But, man, there's some artists that ain't trying to hear that. You know? Big up Fire Kid Steely from Canada. My first ever class, she was there, and I was in Toronto, Canada. Big up. From a long time, but it's at the end of the day, man, I like to build relationships.
Okay.
music business relationship with
Yeah.
artists, you know?
Yeah.
And going. And then I'm not the type to only play an artist just because they're hot. I don't. You gotta. I play good music,
Okay. Okay.
whether old or new. Good music's what I play.
Nice. I like it. Now you also have a juggling dance coming up in Connecticut.
Yeah,
So you're not only, for everybody that's listening, he's not only a Clash DJ, the man juggles. How
yeah.
important do you think it is for a DJ to know how to do both?
It's very important, man. I feel like it's all part of the sound system thing,
Mm.
Because juggling to me is a type of clash as well. Because I don't want to go up there and Michelle out juggle me. Nah, man. Up there and make sure it's juggling means like an official clash.
Okay,
So
okay.
go up and Fire Kid Spin is up there.
Mm.
Try better bring your A game. And
Mm.
if you don't bring your A game, nah, man. Yo, we don't want to hear the African boy again. Fire Kid Spin big up. And you forget the next dance and this. Nobody want to hear that. So you gotta always stay on top of the game and make sure you are as good as your last.
Yeah. How do you switch back and forth from being the juggling and the clash? Like, how do you do that?
I don't know, man. I just do it. I guess it's you just. I guess you're much more reserved.
Okay. Okay.
You can but clash.
Mm.
There's this thing. Wait till later. That don't work anymore.
No later.
No,
it's right now.
No.
Right now.
Right now. People dead from first round. So but that's to me the beauty about clash is the way people react to the them.
Yeah.
Big up P from Soul Supreme.
Hi, Junior P.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it. Absolutely love it. Like I said, get with the fix, Michelle G. We are streaming live, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric, New York, New Jersey, Florida, Canada, all over the place. And today, I have Dynamq on the live. We've just been having an amazing conversation. I haven't had an interview this long, Dynamq. My interviews are usually 30 minutes. But like I said, you are one of the greats.
Oh man,
to
thanks.
me. I've seen you in person. I've seen how reserved you are, but when that mic is in your hand, it's on. Nobody can tell you. It's like you zone out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the whole great thing, but
I think you are.
I think I have the moments.
Okay.
I think I can be better, and I'm working on it. But great. Yeah, there's so many great
But you are one of them. Now let me ask you this. You said you can be better. What do you think you can be better at?
Everything, man. Everything. My presentation, my performance. I'm always working because I'm a high energetic performer.
Okay.
I gotta and that also comes down to my to my health as well.
Okay.
Gotta I take care of myself, all of that. When I can be better, I know that I haven't given the world exactly what I'm capable of doing.
Okay.
And I'm still learning every day too. I'm learning all this stuff. I'm making connections with people all over the world, and I just want to make sure that everywhere I go, when I touch that stage, people get their money's worth. Win, lose or draw. I want people to know what at least he came out and gave us a show.
Yeah. I've never been disappointed. Every time I've watched you, whether it's through a stream, in person, I've never been disappointed at all. You also mentioned about your health. Because in order to be on that stage, you gotta have stamina because you're always jumping all over the place. So what is your routine? What is your routine to make sure that your stamina is up?
I'm working out, make sure I'm trying to stay away from the whole red meat stuff and just stay listen to your body as well.
Okay.
There's a lot, and then I can't stress this enough, especially a black man. You gotta go get checked, man. Go see go get a checkup. See what's happening.
Definitely.
Because a lot of us always trying to catch certain things last second.
Yeah.
You can't treat it. You got to take care of yourself, man. Because your body is something that's,
It's a
you need to
temple.
the temple. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, so tell us, what do you have coming up? Like, give us some of the things that we've talked about. Some fest, we've talked about
Yeah,
Bermuda. What else does Dynamq have coming up?
man. It's Sumfest. That's July 20.
July.
I have Bermuda with David Rodigan. That's June 10th. Dance in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and also have another dance in Baltimore,
Okay.
Maryland. I'm going back home to South Sudan. I keep my own festival every December.
Okay.
Called the Ruka Festival, and it's like I'm trying to give our young musicians a stage to,
Nice.
because I like I say, I know my role. I know the spotlight right now, and I like to let the world see our talents back home as well.
Definitely.
Hopefully we can become a bigger festival where we can fly in some international acts and we build something from there. I'm supposed to be having something coming up in Canada soon. It's not confirmed yet, but it's just a blessing. And then I have Uppsala Festival is in Sweden.
Nice.
That's
first time going to Sweden?
First time in Sweden.
Wow.
And then it's going to be my second time at Rotterdam in August 16th. That's in Spain.
Wow. You're so well traveled, and you said you speak 4 languages. What are those languages that you speak?
There's this one called English. I don't know. I'm really trying it.
You got that down pat.
English, Swahili, Arabic is South Sudanese Arabic.
Okay.
And then Latuka is my mother tongue.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me something in each of those languages?
Oh man, but you're not gonna understand though.
But then tell me what it means.
Well, in English, I would say thank you. In Latuka, I would say humo bebe.
Okay.
Humo bebe. In Swahili, I would say asante sana. And then Arabic, I would say shukran.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you a praying man? Like you give me a praying man. Are you a praying man?
Yeah, I pray. I pray without my eyes closed though, because I don't trust people. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm more of I thank God for everything that's happening to me. I thank God every day, and I do know that I'm privileged being where I am. Not a lot of people get to do this.
Definitely.
I'm very, very close to my family. I have 4 beautiful young sisters. I have my big brother, and I have 6 nieces, and my nephews, and then my son. I'm very close, and my mom. I'm very, very close to them. We have a WhatsApp group, and my sisters are like my best friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
How important you think family is when you're doing what you do?
Very, after God, definitely family, and it just stay right there.
Yeah.
And I have very close friends that that I'm blessed with as well. But family is everything.
Definitely. Now your son, how old is he?
He's about to be 9 years old.
9.
6, yeah.
Is he following in your footsteps?
He likes baseball, so I don't know.
What if he wants to though? What if he comes to you and he says, Dad, I like what you're doing?
The dub place already has his name on him.
Okay.
His name is Nolan, so hopefully one day he picks it up. And I have my nephew, his name is Zion. His name is dub place as well. So hopefully when up and they want to play the sound, it's there.
Nice. I like it. What is one thing that you would want to leave with the people with? What is one thing you want to leave them with?
Just faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe in yourself, man. One of my favorite Barry Salmon songs is called "It's Not Over Until It's Done."
Yeah.
That song, man, I love it, man. And funny enough, I went to I went to Harmony House when I was in Jamaica, and Barry's house knows me. Like I'm like, what? Like this is crazy, man. You know, but that's that song speaks a lot. You know,
Yeah.
it's not over until it's done. You know, and it's I always say when you wake up in the morning and you can breathe and
it's a blessing.
Just understand that you do have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Would you change anything about your journey?
Oh yeah. The hunger days. Sure. It was wicked, man. I used to eat 3 times a week.
Oh,
That, man, I
wow.
don't again. But then again, those days have made me who I am today.
Definitely.
We used to Michelle, we used to be hungry.
Wow.
We used to be so hungry, like you start imagining food. You ever imagine food?
Wow. No, I haven't. I haven't had. Oh my goodness.
You ever imagine what food tastes like?
Wow.
Oh man, used to be hungry, man.
Wow.
And then we come up. I drove by Walmart, and then they throw food in the back. I'm like, y'all crazy. Crazy, you know. I don't, you know. So I used to have dreams of like, man, or looking at magazines. You wanna just bite off
the food, right?
Yeah, but there's people going through it till today. You know?
Yeah.
Big up DJ Nas,
Hi,
girl.
DJ Nas.
Reach.
Yeah, wow. I absolutely love your story. And I know that you are most grateful for where you are right now. Although you said that you have a long way to go, that you're very grateful, and it shows in your face that you are grateful for where you are.
When people talk about Dub Place and Clash, I'm like, that's the least, man.
That's
like
the least, yeah.
Like I know people that died in front of me, man.
Yeah.
People that you ever see somebody so hungry you can see their ribs?
Yeah.
You know, we used to be around those people, man.
Wow.
You know, we used to be like just dreaming. Remember, I used to live. We used to be undocumented immigrants in Kenya.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it is to live as an
undocumented immigrant. Yeah.
You can't move. That's why you see when people are making fun of all these Mexicans in America, I'm like, yo, you crazy.
Not cool. It's not cool at all.
No, it's not, because man, you literally gotta leave, sleep with your eyes open.
Yeah.
And then in the refugee camps, you sleep and all you hear is pop.
Yeah. Wow.
And there.
Wow.
You don't know. I know one of my best friends, the way they escaped, they slept somewhere, and then they woke up in the morning and left, and the bomb fell right there where they were sleeping. And right now he's a truck driver in Texas.
Wow.
Yo, listen, we sit back. We're in paradise now. I don't care anybody. We're living a good life, and then I get to play music and
around
get paid.
The world.
Listen, man.
Around the world.
Miss me with all that, like, oh, yo, you're not going for the Clash, this and no, it's bigger than that. Like, I was on Rebel Salute, man. Do you know what Rebel Salute is? You know, I was a Jamrock cruise, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
People pay my plane ticket to go play music, Michelle.
Yeah.
What are they talking about, man?
Yeah.
We made it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever like been on a stage and tears just come to your eyes? Like, has that ever?
Yeah, of course, man. When it was at World Clash in Canada, feel it, man. I used to take a Greyhound bus to go to World Clash. On to you, man.
Wow.
You know, now I'm one of the headliners.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I used to take a Greyhound bus and drink water at World Clash.
Wow.
Watching them. Now I'm in the same clash of Panta and Mataran.
Yeah.
You're crazy if you think this music is a joke. This music does wonders, man. This music take families out of poverty.
Yeah.
This music send people to school, and they become doctors and
lawyers and all of these things.
Music is powerful, though. We gotta protect it and take care. Make sure we push out the right people who are going to help others as well. If you ask DJ Nas, me and DJ Nas had a conversation. I'm like, yo, keep your head up. I want to you, man. Don't worry about none of that, man.
Yeah,
you perform at Rebel Salute. Not everybody can.
Not everybody can say that.
When some grown man up in our 40s and 50s making fun of a woman who's trying, you gotta be out of your mind, yo.
Yeah.
I see people in WhatsApp groups talking about Nas, this and that. You crazy? No, man. You're a joker, man.
Yeah.
You can never put
a lot, and I see a lot of it, right? Even to the other day, and I made a post, and I'm like, wow, like y'all don't even understand what it is that you bring to the table. Like other people, younger people are looking at you as a pillar, and here you are just bringing it down to nothing.
Because you can just lose it instantly.
Like that.
And the thing about it is, like, people are not prepared for the losing part.
Yeah.
People miss a step. That's it.
That's it.
That
Yeah.
I'm prepared for all of that, man.
Definitely. Dynamq. I am moved again. Like I said, doing this research on you. I am like I said, I'm one of those people. I wasn't born in this country myself. I'm an immigrant. Whatever, I am an immigrant. And I've had a parent who had to work 3 jobs, as an illegal immigrant to make sure that I had something to eat. So I get and I understand where you're coming from. And to see you here right now, with all of the things that you've been through and the things that you've been through, I cannot even imagine. I've watched it on TV. I watch a lot of documentaries and those things about Africa and Sudan and the women and all of these things. But I can't imagine myself being in your shoes. So this opportunity for me is a dream come true. And I'm glad that you're able to talk about your experiences as a child, because some people suppress that and don't want to tell the world, like, look, this is what I've been through and look where I am right now. So I thank you for being open and honest about your life.
Thank you. Big up Prophet from Super Fresh Sound. That's another one of my good friends in from Canada. I'm writing a book at the moment.
Nice. I like it.
Writing a book at the moment.
I was just about to ask you, are you working on that part of it? Because you have a story to tell.
Yeah, I have a story. Big up Saturo from Japan as well.
Hi, Saturo.
I'm writing a book right now, and I'm hoping that I have a friend of mine named Ababa. She's Ethiopian South Sudanese. She's gonna help me with it.
Nice.
Hopefully we can inspire the next generation coming up, and open up their eyes to a lot of things in the world, because it's a lot out there to see.
Yeah.
What's so crazy? You're speaking about undocumented in immigrants. Sometimes when I travel, and I'm like, man, I wonder if they're gonna let me through the immigration, because I'm like, I still feel like I'm a refugee.
Wow.
Let me so link you, man.
So that fear is still in you.
It's still in me. I don't forget that I'm a refugee, man. Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to read that book. I hope that you have, I know that you have videos of every stage that you've been on. That is something that, because Michelleg has the videos of every stage he's been on and all of these things. And I hope that you're collecting all of that so that one day.
I know Yush from Irish and Chin has the videos.
Okay.
Big show. And of course, thank God for Rebel Salute with those clips, and whatnot. And we just keep building and building.
Definitely. Dynamq, please give everybody all of your social media handles, where they could find you for rhythms, music, bookings, all of those things.
Yeah, link me up. Everything is at Dynamq, DYNAMQ. And then that's just it, really. We can link up over there, Dynamq at Gmail, and then we just make it happen.
Wait, before you go, how did you get the name Dynamq? And why is it spelled like that?
playing football. I'm waiting. Hey, it's a challenge. Caribbean people, any boy can play football, roll out. Make we done you.
Dynamq, again, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I'm definitely gonna stay in touch. I'm definitely watching your Instagram and seeing where you are and the things that you'll be playing. And I wish you nothing more than success at everything that you do.
Honest and respect. Thank you very much. I gotta go. Quick phone call anyway, but we'll link up, man.
Bye. Good night. Get with the fix, Michelle G. Oh my goodness. What an interview. What an interview. What an interview. Wow. I've never done an hour, almost 2 hours worth of an interview, but I felt as though this is one of those persons that I needed to have a lengthy conversation with, because if you read his story, you could talk to him actually for days. Just with different information, you can literally talk to him for days because of the types of things that he's been through, and what he does for the culture. Like I said, that was a humbling experience for me, because it's definitely always dope to speak to individuals who are out here doing the music. People are getting to see them touring the world. It's always a pleasure for me when I do these interviews. I was supposed to do so many other things tonight, but obviously none of those things will happen. Thank you, Skino. None of those things will happen tonight. But I'm here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And we'll definitely pick up next week with more conversations. Absolutely love what I do here. New Jersey in the building. New Jersey's always in the building. Love what I do here. Waste no time in doing what I do here. And I am very appreciative of anyone who wants to be on this platform,
Bust she bust tune, go and go run R5, be a starship with fam, she a juvenile, Michelleg run the ground. A worldwide badness, where them a say? As she play the most hit song, where them a say? Yeah. She ain't it a chip, bad clocks on her foot. She not listen boy where you chat, where them a say? A worldwide badness, where them a say? As man I don't know, so I'm not representing for Michelleg, I don't know, so she said get to the fix.
Yo, you guys gotta look out for We Are Underground. The video should be dropping very soon. Definitely I'm gonna post when it's dropping. Shout out to Nasha, Nizzle, and the whole team.
As she's a rich badness, as she are on the ground. Yo, New Jersey. Po! Rich badness and Michelleg, them style big Benz park up and elastic punk Kyle. Bust she bust tune, go and go run R5, be a starship with fam, she a juvenile, Michelleg run the ground. A worldwide badness, where them a say? As she play the most hit song, where them a say?
Hello? Can you hear me? Hi, Jamaican John. I can't hear you. You gotta talk up.
Hi, what's going on?
You are live on Get With The Fix. Sorry the phone call took so long. I had an interview that ran a little long, but this Saturday, April 1st, one of our sponsors here tonight, Exquisite Doll. She's not a stranger to Get With The Fix. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. Thank you so much for adding me to the radio tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So tell everybody what they should be expecting Saturday night. Like what is the outlook for Saturday?
So if you've ever been to any of Exquisite events, we strive for greatness. Like when you come here, it's not your typical party or your typical dance. It's an event, upscale at that. So you guys should definitely expect nothing but greatness, nothing but classy, vibes.
Definitely. Now, do you still have tickets, or you're all sold out?
I have a few $40 tickets remaining.
Okay.
The last tier, which is tier 3, will be $50, and those last minute tickets will be up as soon as these $40 tickets are sold out.
Okay, so how is it looking right now? Place ram, place pack, sell off, all of that.
It's gonna be. I'm doing my big one on Saturday. This is gonna be my biggest event today.
Wow.
Yes, I'm extremely excited about this, and grateful for all the support over the years. Yeah, I'm doing
Def
my big one.
Definitely. So Jamaican John, like I said, is one of the hustling I don't even know how to say it. The One of the hustling young ladies in this dancehall business. Like there's nothing that she can't do. There's nothing that she don't do. Like she is when she says she's doing something, it's done the right and proper way. So people, April 1st, tell everybody. I know. Do you have a venue? You got your venue, or you're not giving out your venue? Still
I
waiting.
won't give it out as yet. As soon as it should be up by Friday.
Okay.
I'll give everybody 24 hours.
24-hour notice for where the event will be. And trust me, this young lady does not put on any type of jokey events. It's always classy. With the ladies are always well dressed, the fellas are always well put together. So shout out to you always for making sure that your events are top class.
Thank you so much, and thank you for adding me to the radio station tonight. I wasn't expecting this. I thought you were just gonna call me. You said, "Well, I'm gonna give you a call at 8." I thought
You thought I was just gonna call you? No.
Thank you so much. You guys,
You're welcome, honey. And I was supposed to be at the event on Saturday. Unfortunately, nobody would take my on-call shift, so I gotta work Saturday night. But I know for sure that Sunday morning I'm gonna see all of the great comments that the event was dope and all of these things. So kudos to you from now, because I know for a fact it's gonna sell off. Like this is it for the weekend. In Jesus' name, amen.
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, love. You
This
too.
Saturday, guys.
Get with the fix, Michelle G. That was Jamaican John. Let me see if I could call Yellow real quick. I made promises tonight that I have to fulfill. I got like 5 minutes in the building. Yellow is probably doing his risky Wednesdays right now. I don't know if he's gonna be able to answer the phone because he's a promoter also. And yeah, it don't look like Yellow gonna be able to answer. Yellow is probably busy. So Yellow Hype has his event this Friday, March 31st, last day of the month. Yellow Hype is doing his event. His event was actually supposed to take place, I think, earlier in March, but things happen and it's now this Friday, March 31st. Music by Team YGGG, Jason 13 and Chris Fusion, of course, from Strictly Business, and Black Shadow Entertainment. That is March 31st. The Yellow Meets White Affair. So that's what's happening this weekend in the state of New Jersey. Be sure to reach out to Yellow at Yellow Hype or at Tits and Clits. Sorry. On Instagram, and also at One Jamaican John, also on Instagram, if you need tickets. Like I said, I was supposed to do a lot of things tonight, but that did not happen. I will definitely pick up next week. What? Oh gosh, Yellow. Oh my goodness, Yellow. Yellow. Let me call back Yellow real fast. Let's call back Yellow.
Get with the fix.
Well, go on.
Michelle G.
All the time. Only one.
One and only.
One and only. How you doing, Yellow? How you doing?
But they are about, to Wednesday event, risky.
Yes.
Wednesday.
That's what I said it earlier. I said he's probably not going to answer because he's at Risky Wednesdays. But Yellow, tell everybody what's happening this Friday.
This Friday, the annual event, the ladies event, Tits and Clits.
Lord have
and
mercy.
It's the yellow and white affair. Today is the last day, unfortunately, for the tickets for $20.
Okay.
So today is 40.
Oh.
So it's this Friday, March 31st, venue in Newark.
Venue in Newark. Why did you have to change from the beginning of the month? What happened?
A venue I had some venue issues.
Okay.
And I didn't want to do any last
yeah.
because right. So I decided to just postpone it. And it was also raining, so that's also another part of the factor.
Okay.
Which, I would just say I'm happy I had the venue issue, but it worked out.
Okay. I like it. Everything happens for a reason,
Right.
Everything happens for a reason. So what should people be? Real quick, what should people be expecting from this event on Friday?
The same thing they expect every year. I keep it good
Uh-huh.
vibes, good energy, and if you see the lineup, it's all about good vibes and good energy and non-stop
Definitely.
juggling.
Definitely.
That is what I'm about. So
that's
what
what you about.
They should come and expect Friday.
Definitely. Well, Yellow, thank you again. So I will be checking in with you. I'm gonna post your event again on Friday, on my
Okay,
page.
and I appreciate you as always.
Anytime. Bye bye. Go enjoy your risky Wednesday.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Get with the fix, Michelle G. Yeah, I'm here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened 2 seconds ago. So I want to tell you guys about my interview next week, next Wednesday, April 5th. I have the Jamaican master chef, Ramesh. He will be live on Get With The Fix. As you guys know, he is one of the chefs in Jamaica. He does all of these Instagram posts and videos. He's trying to get his restaurant out in Jamaica. And I reached out and he agreed to do the interview. So I know that he also has a very interesting story that he wants to talk about as well. So April 5th, the Jamaican master chef Ramesh will be live here on Get With The Fix. I'm here Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, God willing. I want to thank Dynamq, of course, for taking the time out of his schedule to do that interview today. The interview was everything and then some. So I'm grateful for that as well. The interview will definitely be replayed back on Get With The Fix. All of my interviews are recorded, and I will definitely post the link on my link tree so that you guys can listen. I'll also share different clips as to when Dynamq was here on Get With The Fix. Like I said, I had a lot of music to play tonight. I had a lot of conversations to have, but none of that will happen until next week. So in 3 minutes, DJ Dree will be live on GetWithTheFix.net, Mighty Mix Entertainment, and also Majestic Music as well. So again, thank you all for tuning in with me tonight. I will see you guys next Wednesday. And I gotta leave up out of here with this.
Man, I don't know, sir, I'm not representing for Michelleg, you know. I don't know, sir, she said get to the fix. Say yes, no. As she say rich badness, as she are on the ground. Yo, New Jersey. Po! Rich badness and Michelleg G, them style big Ben spark up and elastic punk Kyle. Bust she bust tune, go and go run R5, be a star, she par with fam, she a juvenile, Michelleg G run the ground. A worldwide badness, what them a say? As she play the most hit song, what them a say? Yeah. She ain't it a drip, bad clocks on her foot. She not listen boy where you chat chat, what them a say? A worldwide badness, what them a say? As she have up the hottest set of dubs, what them a say? She ain't it a drip, bad clocks on her foot. She not listen boy where you chat chat, what them a say? Yo, Michelleg G, pocket no fracture. You're up to the time, just like that watcher. Your cologne a thumb, just like a boxer. Catch her sound in your neck, just like a lapel Gino. I don't know, sir, she said get to the fix. Say yes, no. As she say rich badness, as she are on the ground. Yo, New Jersey, po! Rich badness and Michelleg G, them style big Ben spark up and elastic punk Kyle. Bust she bust tune, go and go run R5.
Yo, the way this song is set up, I'm not probably in a little while not even gonna be able to play it. They're gonna copyright it. I know it already. I see it coming. Shout out to Naj Music. Shout out to Naj. Definitely running the ground right now.
She ain't it a chip, but clocks on her foot. She no listen boy where you chat chat. What them a say? Yo, Michelleg G, pocket no fracture. You're up to the time, just like that watcher. Your cologne a thumb, just like a boxer. Catch her sound in your neck, just like a lobster.
Get With The Fix, Michelleg G. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Good night.
When them see you put the bar on your foot, you know take liquor right name in a book. Run the ground. A New Jersey badness, what them a say? And you play the most bad song, what them a say? She ain't it a drip, bad clocks